day started.
I was not caught off guard this time.
I was.
He intently watched.
I felt like everyone was ready that time. They're all just like, it's gotta start soon.
No, yeah.
Ben, pick a number 1 through 7.
7.
7?
And round 2, guys.
Oh boy.
So it
Let
goes diagonally, like
Yeah, so it should be the last one
the last
closest
one,
to it.
the very last one.
Yeah.
Please let it be.
Oh, it is premium.
No,
Ooh, coffee cola.
cola.
it's not the one I wanted.
That one sounds
It's not the one I wanted.
Which did you want?
I wanted him to pull the ranch bottle.
Yeah.
No!
I refuse.
I refuse.
Coffee cola sounds like it'd be pretty.
Great for my midday morning.
Good morning.
Is there
Nick.
caffeine in it?
Probably.
Maybe.
Caffee? Caffee.
Original recipe: filtered carbonated water, pure cane sugar, Caldi's coffee, caramel color,
Jesus.
phosphoric acid, sodium benzoate, preserves caffeine, and natural flavors.
Whoa.
Well, Nick's gonna be bouncing off the walls.
Yay!
Ouch.
Did we not establish there was a opener last time?
An opener?
Yeah. Oh, they're twisties. I thought you needed an
They're
opener.
twisties.
Yeah. They're twisties and they hurt.
Oh.
So keeping up with our new vid.
Yes, the new bit, the latest bit. Thank you, Jacob, for the bit.
He's instantly awake. It works. Alright, whatever.
It tastes like soda. And then
And then it tastes like coffee. Tastes like shit.
anyone else want to try?
Oh,
That's
sorry.
what I was dubious about. That you didn't give your review until you saw him drink.
What do you mean?
You didn't say. So you didn't have
Well, I
time
don't want
say
to
it was shit.
influence his review.
Well, you could have just said it was shit, then you'd be like, "Oh, I don't want to drink it."
It tastes like someone spilled a soda on a carpet and then wrung it back out.
Yes.
God, that you're right.
Ew.
Ugh.
It's not bad, but
It's not bad, but it's not
weird.
good.
I think I need to thoroughly clean this. Also, Ben made us bugs.
I did.
You got everyone knows mugs.
They say SWBZ
Whoa.
They say swibs.
That's
They say
cool.
swabs.
with our logo,
Swoops.
and I really like them. It was not just me; it was Bailey and her sister Olivia. They helped as well.
Hey.
And
The only reason I said Ben was because he came up to me and he said, "Here," and he handed me this mug. And I was like, "Oh, Ben got me something."
well,
That
Yeah,
was
I
the
mean-
only context I had.
that's true. I gave them to y'all at the New Year's Eve party, and it like. We had finished them that day, so I was like, just get them out, because I meant to I wanted to give them to you guys for Christmas, like around actual Christmas, but Bailey's mom was getting a Cricut for her birthday, or sorry, not her birthday, for
I had
Christmas,
to shake up this a little bit.
and that's how we made
This is supposed to be a good one too.
It's
It
not.
doesn't look very carbonated.
It has enough.
It just looks kind of flat.
There's no bubbles.
Yeah.
There's no bubbles.
We can make bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can finish this one, to be honest. It's pretty rough.
Perfect.
We think.
Oh, blah.
Anyways, who would like to do the intro today, by the way?
for the pickle one.
Well, wait.
Welcome to Talking SWBZ.
There you go.
There we go.
My name is Ben. You can find me at Benjamin19 anywhere. The guy next to me who's drinking nasty soda is Spuddles. Also, you can call him Nick.
Yes.
That is Zach. We call him Wiggs sometimes.
Call him what?
Wiggs?
Oh.
Yeah. It's not because I wear a wig.
No. No, he just wears hats. This is Bay.
Hi.
Girl bye. And this is Alex. Bird of Hermes.
Woo.
Perfect. I love it.
Keeping up with the title. That's good.
Alex is adorable.
He's very
That's
uwu
not
today.
as good as I wanted it to be.
He's very uwu today.
Oh, you know what? Oh, there's like a thing. There's like a uwu paragraph where you
I want the uwoozy.
where you basically just have to recite a bunch of uwu nonsense. It's pretty rough. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it with a straight face. Then again, I can't do most things with a straight face. So, anyways, Ben.
Yeah.
Actually, first off, Will's gone for a little bit.
Yes.
Oh,
He
yes.
is doing some studying. Hi, Sam.
Hello there.
Hey, Sandwich!
Okay.
He is doing some pharmaceuticals in a different part of Georgia.
Yeah, he is doing his
Rotations.
rotations.
The last one, right?
Yeah, until he graduates. Yep.
Yeah.
His social security number is.
That's why I said a different part of Georgia.
His coordinates are.
We're not allowed to know where he is, just what he does.
He deals drugs.
He's legally, he's
No.
a legal drug dealer.
No, we won't say that.
He professionally gives people
Stop.
a high.
He professionally gives people the stuff.
No, for real though,
Oh,
Will's been
God.
studying to be a pharmacist. It's his last semester. We're all really excited. It's also Zach's last semester.
Yay.
So,
Are you so excited?
I'm scared.
You'll
There's
be great.
I'm
Ooh,
terrified.
Text generator.
Oh
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Ooh,
No.
I can make him say everything.
Please.
Forever bread.
Forever bread.
What bread?
The bread of bread is bread.
I don't make no bread.
That Vladimir gluten.
Oh, God.
All right. So what should Alex say, by the way? Do we have something? Or I'll just be maniacal and think of something.
Think of something.
That was
Be
happily
maniacal.
ever bread.
Happily ever bread.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a house.
I don't remember signing up for this.
Whoa.
Very nice.
Very polite.
Excuse me.
By the way, do you guys have anything new going on?
No.
The only big update I guess I could say is that I watched all of Nisekoi.
All of
really?
these
Really?
Oh god.
I watched
Binge
that as
at
well.
ya?
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe not the OVA if there is any,
I
but
think there is.
I watched
All the main stuff.
the first and second seasons, which I was severely disappointed that the second season was only 12 episodes
Yeah.
and the first was 20. That's
Okay.
bullshit.
You're not the only one that's angry about that.
How'd you?
know?
Yeah. So overall, your feelings on it?
I liked it. I
Yeah.
thought it was a good anime. I don't watch too many 1 or 2 season animes,
Mm-hmm.
but I've heard y'all talk about it so much that
Y'all. I watch it. I don't talk about it.
I talk about it.
The only time I talk about it is to make fun of Chitoge and the likeness of some other people.
Just because that's Will's waifu from the thing does not mean that you have to tear him apart every time.
It's just so easy.
wait, is that his waifu from?
Yeah,
it?
Chitoge is his waifu.
Wow, that's not who I would have picked.
Do you know who Timmy's waifu from it is?
No.
Can I
We'll have a
Google
time.
this?
Pretty sure it's the
Discussion.
wait, no, yours is the
I don't.
one
I've
with
only
the
read.
gun. Right?
I read.
N-E, here, I'll type it in.
Oh.
I want to know who you guys are talking about.
So I haven't watched any of the anime. We went to a bookstore once, me, Will, and Timmy, and we each picked out one manga, like a chapter of a manga to read, and they picked Nisekoi for me. So I've just read the first volume, and I don't remember that much.
That's Will's waifu, Chitoge. The blonde.
Okay, who did Ben think it would be?
Yeah, Ben, who'd you think it was?
Odinara. Is
Oh,
that her name?
Like the brown hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back.
Really?
Yeah.
No, Will would pick the blonde for sure.
Last time I checked, this was Alex's, the girl with that was a bodyguard.
No,
I
that was
don't.
mine.
I don't recall.
That was yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine was the.
She's a fucking
mine was the
badass.
redhead.
That's why.
Mine was the redhead.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Hachibana, I believe it was.
Maybe I need to go watch that.
It's a good anime.
Yeah.
It's a romance anime, like a slice of life romance
Like,
anime.
I
Okay.
think
Oh,
Timmy's
yeah.
is also Chitoge, or it's Odinara's like sister.
Oh yeah, She's hilarious.
She is hilarious.
I wanted so many more scenes of her.
Right.
All I remember was there being like a love triangle of some sort, which
There's
sounds
a
about-
love like
sounds
pentagon.
about-
sounds about right
Pentagon.
for slice of life.
There's a love
The
pentagon.
love pentagon.
Read it.
Oh my god, let's go.
Out loud to the class.
I used to proofread it first.
No, there's no proofreading. It was generated. You read that shit.
What the hell generated this of its own free will?
Let's see if we understand what he's saying.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I love Watto. I watch anime and play video games all day. My favorite video game is Beat Saber. I am very good at Beat Saber.
It's uwu language. The language of the uwu.
Bailey feels such cringe.
She feels physically uncomfortable from that.
I felt uncomfortable reading it.
And thus born the uwu segment.
Someone has to say an uwu statement every episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
We're starting new segments every episode.
I love it.
Oh, that's horrible.
Makes us more structured. Why do you keep drinking it?
Because he
It's
has
there!
to.
You have an orange Powerade right there.
But he has to. It's part of the segment.
Oh, okay. You have to finish
Every
it.
now and then. I don't know about finish it, but I'll have a good bit of it.
Chug, 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 chug.
Finish it. So we did a painting party,
Yes.
Yes.
It was a very successful painting party.
which Ian hosted at Ben's place.
Yes. Well, he offered to to have it at his parents' house
Which is
like long ways away, like
Yes.
Nice
Er,
catch.
at least comparatively to where we all live.
right. Well, like I mean, I don't mind driving all the way over there, but
No.
like the whole thing is just that centralized for everyone. It was far away.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I just want to go over there just to
See
go
it?
over there.
I've never been to his house.
I haven't met his family.
Oh, me either.
I just found out the other day that he has a brother.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that. I forget that a lot, but I did know that.
Right.
Also, yesterday, Nick saw Alex's dad for the first time.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. I've never seen your
I've
parents.
never seen Alex's dad
I've seen him once.
or mom.
Yeah, like how I think
Or
we were
sister.
talking about this.
I've seen this.
I have never seen his sister.
We're in the
She
same
was in
grade
your
as you?
grade, right?
No,
No.
she's 3 years younger than me.
So she was a freshman, you were a senior.
Yes.
Okay, 1 year before you.
Yeah, I don't converse that much with upperclassmen.
No, that's fair.
But like, I think we were talking about this before. Like, Alex's family to me was basically imagine the family portrait, and like there's like Alex, and then everyone else was
There's
like
like
blacked
3
out.
shadows, like unlocked, like locked characters.
Right. But the thing is, like, everyone else was taller than Alex except for his sister, who was like slightly shorter. And then like that was it. Like that was all the information I had. Right.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I was just sitting there. I brought over the Little Caesars over to Alex.
Yes.
And then this is yesterday, and we're eating, and I guess his dad just showed up and snagged a pizza and left, and I was like, "Is that his dad?" I was like, "Yes, it was."
What other middle-aged man would walk through the house like?
Could have been an uncle. Could've
That's
been a cousin.
Carl.
Could've been
That's
anything.
Carl.
Yeah,
He-
he just comes
He lives
in
down the
occasionally.
street. He just comes in whenever he smells pizza.
It's like a shark, but for pizza.
I can smell pizza a mile away.
God, that sucks.
Stop! Don't do that to
No,
yourself.
he has to do it.
So
But-
we had the painting.
Yeah, we had the painting party where we watched the first 2 extended editions of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, we started at like 7, ended at 1:30,
Something like that.
6ish.
I mean,
6-ish.
It felt like forever.
Yeah. Like,
Well,
they
yeah.
spent like at least 6 to 7 hours painting.
and I got 3 eagles
3
done.
was done. Will got all of his units done,
Except for one.
except for one.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Which he left.
He left at our apartment.
in our apartment.
Oh,
It was
really?
under a pillow.
Oh, he
so-
didn't
no.
know.
No, it wasn't painted at all. So like,
Oh,
what I'm
no.
thinking is he was taking them out and like getting them positioned to be painted, and it just went under a pillow.
Is it a guy on horseback?
It's an archer on horseback.
He's
I have an idea
Okay.
because I know he's not watching.
I already told him I have it.
Oh,
I'm
He
sorry.
said, "Aw."
wait, it's
What
so
was the
fine.
idea?
When you give it back to him,
Yeah.
paint it the exact same way he had it, except just a different color instead of the red, just like make it like I don't know, a
Yellow.
purple or green or something.
Make
like
it
that.
tag colors.
Make it.
Make him the fancy one.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
He's
so
the fabulous Archie.
Will painted his all
Red.
UGA
Yeah.
colors.
Everyone painted theirs like kind of like a unique way for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Sam says your Eagles are fun, Nick.
Yes.
They're very fun.
My Eagles are very fun. It looked like I gave them to my nephews and they painted it.
That's
That's
not
true.
They look really good.
Well, my nephews are good painters.
Don't bash his nephews.
Anyways, so everyone kind of had like a theme going on. I went in because I had 9 Eagles, one being Guahir, the leader, which Ben painted for me because we realized in the middle of the party that he's like the best painter. So I was like, paint this. Help me.
I was
Finish this.
He was speedy and good.
I was extremely nervous painting Guahir.
Well, it looks
And,
great.
yeah, he looks
I
great.
appreciate it.
And anyways, so I had Guahir and then I had 8 other Eagles, and I was like, well, I need to kind of differentiate all the Eagles from whenever we play the game, because if they all like look the same, it's hard to keep track of what's doing what and
Who has what wounds and
who's hurt and who's not.
Mhm.
So I was like, and then I was like, oh, I can make them all Pokemon.
yes, there are plenty of bird Pokemon.
So I'm getting a Ho-Oh, a Lugia, a Zapdos, a Moltres, an Articuno, which I said that in the wrong order. And then then I have a Farfetch'd, Skarmory, and then the last one
Corviknight.
is Corviknight, I guess. Corviknight. Yeah, I think it's going to be Corviknight because I'm going to put in a lot of shades of purple and stuff
Okay.
like that in there
I like
for
it.
like the wash.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
So I think that's the only way I can get the 3 colors.
colors, yeah.
Mhm.
Because Corviknight is just a dark steel Pokemon.
Anyways, so I went with the kind of like the Pokemon themed birds, so that way it looks kind of extra and not bland. And then Ben, you're mostly like accurate.
Yeah, they're painted how the book sort of tells me to.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I have left to do is paint their skin green, because I didn't do that.
Who's skin green?
All the Moraninorks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I guess I should have specified that. I painted.
Mary and Pippin's skin green.
They were normal. I painted a
They
troll.
become one with the tree.
I painted Treebeard and Merry Pippin because they're sitting on him.
I just thought of an awesome idea. Okay, go ahead.
And then I painted. I'm trying to think of how many orcs it was.
Your orcs look pretty cool too.
Yours
you.
are dope.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was around 18.
Don't start.
Yeah.
Don't
Yes.
start the
No,
chain.
that's more
Don't
than
start
that.
the chain.
It's like
Nick started it.
He started it.
I thought you started it.
You started it.
Oh.
I
Sorry.
contributed.
that'd be
I
21.
can
21.
21 or 24.
21.
Briny
21 or 24 orcs.
That's a lot.
Yeah, the idea I just had was that you should have painted Merry and Pippin with like wood for skin, and then Treebeard with flesh for skin.
That would be
Oh,
awful.
no.
And Alex has like
A
the,
really wrinkly old man.
Alex has the Legion of Smurfs.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm very excited for them.
Say,
Cause yeah, me and Ian were sitting there. We're like, they don't have to be like exactly like the movie. You can make them with whatever like skin color you want. So it can be red or black or whatever. And I was just like green or blue or.
yeah, somebody said blue. I was like, huh, that would look cool. Because I like water types and steel types as my 2 favorite Pokemon, and all their armor is like steel, just like actual metal.
Mhm.
So I was like, that'd be perfect.
And his favorite Ganondorf is blue.
Yes.
And the Berserkers literally look like a shirtless Ganondorf.
I love it. I didn't think about that before, but now I'm even more on board.
I'll paint their hair gray.
They do kind of have the same sword going on.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Oh
saying.
my
Yeah.
god,
That
you're
big ass
right.
sword.
It's just like a barbarian version of Ganon.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's feral Ganon.
Barbaric.
It's
Ganon.
barbarian.
Barbaric.
It's Barbanin.
Barbanon.
Barbanon. Yes.
Barbana Hussainin.
Very impressed with the excellent work you all did.
And all the time you put into doing it.
Smiley face.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
sir.
I appreciate it, even though I didn't do anything.
So Alex now
Oh,
has
yeah?
a Smurf army.
I really didn't do anything.
Yes.
Ian mostly helped everyone else paint.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
really didn't touch his until like the very end, right?
Yeah, he sort of just pushed out Will's.
Yeah, because Will had a lot to do before he had to go.
Because Will wasn't gonna have time once he got to where he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right. And then my Eagles just took so long. I think I'm gonna be working on some of them now. We're gonna do it. We think we're gonna be doing another painting
Another
party.
session.
And Jacob was there as well, and he was painting his own miniatures for a different game, which was
Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl, which is
is-
like a football.
Yeah, with
Orcs.
it's football with fantasy races. So, yeah, he had orcs and humans, and he made the orcs kind of like the theme was sort of like Atlanta United. And so he did them like that, and then the humans, he didn't know what he was gonna do, so he kind of just made them look like a Jackson Pollock painting. Like they're just they were like cream colored, and then he put like some other color, and then he took my purple wash and just went over the entire thing with them.
Fantastic.
They look extra.
They do.
They look good.
I like them.
Sam said.
You guys could stream your next painting party if you wanted, or could you? Would you?
If you want to hear me scream Ian help every other second.
Honestly, I wanted to
Yeah.
stream it the first time go around, but it was fine that we didn't. Also, like me getting up and down was painful.
Yes.
I was sitting on the floor, even though I had the option not to sit on the floor. I still sat on the floor. I didn't
No, it's
regret
like-
it until I got up and or down.
There's nowhere you can sit. There's no possible configuration that can make this pleasant for like 7 continuous hours of painting.
Oh, yeah,
It's
just
just
being
you're
like
gonna be in for a
this.
bad time no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
God, I was like, I felt like an old man. But yeah, I think it would have been a cool idea to kind of stream it just casually. Just like, oh, we're painting. You guys want to watch? I guess that would still be under Talks. No, that would be like a let's chat, actually,
I suppose.
I don't know.
or just chat.
I
Sorry.
don't know, man.
I don't make the rules. I just show up.
Zach participated in watching,
Yes, I did.
but not painting.
No.
I
That would
didn't-
make me nervous.
I
No
didn't
one
even
did it.
watch.
I didn't do as much watching as I wanted to because I ended up having to have my back face away from the back facing towards the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just gabbed away the whole night.
I quoted every once in a while, but Ian quoted more.
Yeah.
He's seen it a couple times.
Ian's just like a walking encyclopedia of
of the movies.
Yes.
Yes.
of
I'd be
knowledge.
like, Ian, who's this guy? He's like, that's glamoring. He's like, who's this guy? That's this guy.
Maher.
Who's this
here.
guy?
Insert name here.
I was like, how do you know all of these characters?
He reads the lore.
Yeah, he watches a lot of YouTube about, and that's what I've started to do actually.
Which, yeah,
I do
like,
that about Star Wars.
like, cause like it's hard for me to like piece together some of the names of. But it's mostly the humans. I don't care about the humans. Humans are lame. But
Well, in any fantasy world, I
Yeah.
think the humans are the lamest ones.
seriously,
I want to create a fantasy world where humans are the most exotic thing.
triggered. One word.
You make a world where like humans are like the most OP though, because like I feel like in every fantasy setting they're like
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
can't do shit.
Well, no, they're just
think
generic.
about it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
How about an alien race that can die from oxygen and we're just breathing their poison? Like,
Ooh.
That's a little bit
War
the
of the Worlds.
premise of Signs. If you've
Yeah.
ever seen that, they like can't touch water.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
And then
we
in-
drink that shit.
And then in War of the Worlds, they get here and they're not used to like all the diseases and stuff we have. So like they get here and they're like, "Oh shit, we're dying." And then-
Yeah, we're OP.
yeah. Hashtag immunity and stuff. But inadvertently, we would get some of their diseases as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Die.
So we just all die.
It's just less likely because we're not in their environment;
Mm-hmm.
they're in our environment.
Correct.
Mhm.
Anyways, so the painting party was going on. Oh yeah, and then Jacob's game. Apparently, the way it works is like it's like a rugby or whatever, and like he was saying, a team that you would like would be, I believe, ogres and goblins,
Something
where
like that.
apparently the ogres would grab the goblins, or the goblin would grab the ball, and then the ogre would grab the goblin, and then and then the ogre would throw the goblin with the ball, and then he would like keep running. And apparently goblins are cool because they have like random weapons on them, just because they like cheat or whatever.
That
So
makes
like
sense.
randomly you would like pull out like a chainsaw, and just I was like, that's awesome. I think I've seen a video game version of the game that he was talking about, because I think I saw like Delirious or one of them play it, and I was like, that's awesome. So I think I've seen it.
Space Jam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Come on over.
Mhm.
We'll go to the gym.
It's the best sports movie.
Michael Jordan.
I love sports ball. Space Jam.
It's the best mashup song. That song can like be mashed up with any other song and sound great.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well, half of
all
it
you
is just
DJs
people
out
like,
there.
This is the hype music, yeah.
Ultimate hype music is boss battle music.
Yeah.
Mix it with the Pokemon gym themes.
Oh, it's been done.
Oh, wow.
It's happened.
And then what else? Went over to Alex's, played a little bit of Beat Saber.
Yeah.
Me, Will, and Zach.
Yeah.
I was doing not as well as I usually did, and
Oh, you were fine.
I wasn't doing good at all.
but I did get to try the 360 Beat Saber.
Yes, there are 360 levels now.
What?
So it's
Yeah.
like, it'll be like an arrow or like lines on the ground that light up white, and you know like a string of notes is going to come from that direction. So it'll be like white notes, white lines, and then notes. And then while those notes are still coming, you'll see white lines over here. So you
Oh.
have to know to shift over afterwards and go for that section.
Right. It's only white
Jesus.
because of your color scheme. Because if it's on the normal color scheme, it's red.
Oh, the lines are red
Yeah.
underneath?
Yeah, like when I was playing it, it just
Okay.
goes by. The,
Either way, there's lines
yeah.
that light up, and you have to know which direction to turn.
Mhm.
And it can be a little disorienting at some
Game's
points.
already hard enough.
Yeah, I would do pretty good like going one direction and then and going back. But then the second I like pass, I guess, this point of symmetry and start going this way,
The other way, yeah.
that's when I like started feeling like, like I can go left and right on this, and then I
Yeah,
can go
that's
all the
fine.
way over here. But the second I come all the way back, and then that little bit extra, I'm like,
Where am I?
it was just enough. It's
Where's
also,
middle C?
it's also it's also weird. Yeah, it kind of does feel like that because like when the notes come from that direction, like in a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have notes coming from here and notes coming from here, it almost looks like it's coming like across from you like this instead of like at you. So also you really gotta like look around and stuff like that, because like when it changes and stuff like that, a note could be like way over here, and you just have to be prepared for it. So
You just gotta learn.
Yeah.
yeah, but it was pretty interesting. I liked it. I think it'll be a really cool thing if I get to do it enough to where like I don't get
Seasick.
366.
I need custom levels for it though, because
Yeah.
there's no custom level. They're still working on the every time they make an update, the mods break, and they have to spend like a week or two making new mods.
Eventually.
So when they do drop and there's custom 360 levels,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be grinding those out.
Yeah.
There's gonna be Riot Overkill 360.
Yes. I need that in my life.
The whole way around. And like, I think they really just need to incorporate the mods into the game. Like,
Yeah.
Mods make it a complete. It doesn't feel like a complete game without.
being able to sort and scroll through the list easier, it should be like something that's already given in the game.
Ah, you would think.
Yeah.
Damn it, yeah.
Dang. And they keep releasing packs that you have to buy. So like,
Damn EA.
yeah, they're kind of EAing over there.
Mm-hmm.
EAE. Yay.
It's in the game.
It's in the It's in the
It's not. It's
You have
not
to
in the
buy
game.
it.
It's in the store.
There you go.
It's in the game as DLC.
It's in the game. If you buy it.
For a price.
Right. I get how. I get how currency works.
It seems. Oh my goodness! It all makes sense now. The leader or the president of EA is Darth Sidious.
He is.
Yes.
It's in the
It's
game.
in the game. Do it.
Buy it.
Buy
Buy
it.
Zach, yours is perfect.
Something
Dark side.
Something complete. Do it.
Which, me, Alex, Will, Timmy, and Zach. It's hard. I look at you, so I'm like, I've already said your name.
No.
I haven't. Went to go see Star Wars last night.
Oh, we thought about seeing it last night. I did not feel good though.
I was originally not going to watch it, and then Will said that he was going to watch it, and
That we were making Alex go watch it, and then Timmy
Timmy
was
was
gonna
gonna
go watch
go.
it with
And then
us.
Alex, and
And
then
then
Nick was like, I don't want
if
to be
Timmy's
left
going,
out.
I'll go.
Yeah.
well, no, it wasn't even that. It was mostly just like I have nothing better to do.
I guess I'll hang out with my
Yes.
friends.
I'll go see movies with these guys. Gosh.
I guess
Because
I'll
like my whole thing
tolerate
was
their
I didn't watch
presence.
8 because I heard that it was completely horrible. I didn't care for 7.
No one cared for 7. No wait, no one cared for 8.
I didn't care for 7, and I never watched 8 because I heard it was horrible. And then I don't know. I probably because I thought like Rogue One was so good that 7 was going to be good, but Rogue One was so good that 7 was not as good.
Mm.
That's a fair point. I really, really liked Rogue One.
Same. That and I just don't care about Rey as a character.
It's, I don't know.
I don't remember. I've only seen all of them once,
Mm-hmm.
so
I've seen too many memes.
But you've
can't.
seen all of them
I've seen
except for,
all of them except for the new one.
but only once.
Yeah, only one. So, and I'm not like huge on Star Wars either. Like I've seen all the Star Wars movies. Honestly, I've seen most of them more than once. But I don't know. I just never really. I watched them when I was really young, and you know when you watch movies when you're young, and the things you remember is like that food looked good, or
It's
I like this
nostalgia.
song.
How do you look so short?
Your
The couch is
This
couch
couch
is
show.
short.
Well, that and you're sitting next to Alex.
Sorry.
Who's in a normal chair?
Yeah.
But like, I feel like you don't really
it
get.
looks like a raising the bar almost.
I feel like you don't really get a movie until you're a little bit older when you watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did try watching Star Wars when I was older, and I was like, oh, it'll finally make sense. And then,
Mhm.
like, I just found it, to be frank, a little boring. So.
Right.
Well, I'm watching like the TV shows now, like Clone Wars and Rebels.
See, like
I like Mandalorian.
Oh, it is good.
I haven't seen Mandalorian.
Beep.
The hell was that?
It was a Facebook notification saying like this person added a new photo.
Oh my god.
Oh damn.
You have to look at it
It's
right
a
now.
nude.
No,
Facebook doesn't allow that.
Says you.
Facebook Messenger.
Zuckerberg does what he wants.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
I want to change. Oh, hello.
Hey Morris.
Hey,
Hey,
Morris.
Morris.
I gave up after 7. They ruined Solo as a character for me. Well, you know, I think Solo was ruined in a different way that movie. So
Yeah.
he got shanked.
he got shanked.
He got front shanked.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
But yes.
But how
Welcome.
did you feel about 9? I mean, we haven't seen it, but
So me and Zach feel
Do you want to know my opinion?
overall
Overall,
the movie was
it
good.
was good. Oh, sandwich.
We went with no expectations about the movie and just had the mindset it would be something new in the universe and ended up liking it for that reason. Which I respect.
I respect your optimism.
But
But
alright, so without giving anything away,
Yeah,
throughout the movie, for me, it felt like a video game side quest of
But
like
of course, it will never
Compare
compare
to
to
the
the originals. You're right.
the original 1, 2, and 3.
No, 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 no,
4,
no,
5,
no, no.
6.
4, 5, and 6.
Although Jar Jar, come on.
Jar Jar Binks' his ultimate Sith Lord changed my mind.
Yes. It's still available. It's still a thing.
No.
So anyway, so like me, it felt like a video game
4, 5, and
side
6.
quest of just
Friends.
like throughout the movie, it was just like, okay, we have an objective, we're gonna go do this. As soon as the objective's completed, we have another objective, so we're gonna go do this. And then, like, it just felt very, like...
It's very sequential objectives.
Like, knocking everything off the list type thing, and then we're done.
Well, they did it like that because J.J. Abrams did 7, and then they knocked him off for 8, and then he had to rebuild everything that he was gonna do in 9. So
right.
He was gonna plan on doing half of this movie in 8.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I heard, is that the first portion of the movie felt extremely rushed.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was because J.J.
Jar Jar's
Abrams
life.
was bad.
Well, right straight away they put themselves on a time limit.
Oh, yeah.
They like something happened that caused a time limit that they had to keep
Jar Jar's
moving and
also
keep doing
specific.
things.
He is Darth Plagueis
Otherwise,
reborn.
things would be bad.
Darth
I mean,
Ragnarok.
So they kind of constrained themselves by just setting the time limit up in the first place.
Oh, okay.
I think I thought of another one.
Because technically the whole...
Was it
Correct me if I'm
Darth
wrong.
Armageddon.
I'm trying to get there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the whole movie happened in the span, like, in the universe in, like, 16 hours, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like 16 to 20 hours.
Yeah.
In the universe. Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's when they said there was dialogue that basically gave pretense of how much time was going to be available.
Yeah, because
So everything was done in a day.
Because they did the Sidious thing, and then
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say it felt rushed or anything like that, but
it
it
did
just
feel like
felt,
there was no break.
yeah.
There's no reprieve from for explaining more things.
That there wasn't any I guess deep dialogue between characters. It was just
Not really.
It was more
mostly
like comic relief.
It was comic relief, and it was just mostly like, we need to do this. Well, blah 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 blah. Okay, we'll do this then, and then they go and do stuff.
Mm.
So that was my take from it.
It was. I know it's owned by Disney, but it was very Disney-esque. It wasn't. It didn't feel like Star Wars. Star Wars it felt Disney-fied Star Wars.
So you don't feel like it? You don't feel comfortable saying it was a good ending for the saga?
I feel content.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue the ending, because I feel like they couldn't have done it any other way with what they were given in 8.
Right.
But if 8 was different, it could have gone so much better.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay with the way this ended, but
She likes the new robot.
in
Oh, I need
Oh,
to see
yeah.
it.
I love the new
Droids
robot.
are my droids and Jar
Happy.
Jar Binks are my favorite part.
Hello.
Hello.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Come here. No, thank you. No, thank you.
And Baby Yoda.
And I have certain. I'm joking.
I just said I love Baby Yoda.
I know.
And Jar Jar.
And Jar Jar.
I'll just leave it to Willow to give me spoilers.
Will
And
Jar Jar.
regular Yoda.
Will hates Jar Jar with the
You're gonna have the
passion.
rest of that.
No.
Thank you.
Better
Look,
than,
Alex, I drank all of this.
I'm so proud of you. It's better than the other thing you're drinking.
Yes.
How much you got? Oh, you still.
I haven't seen the movie, but based on interviews that the cast has done, it doesn't seem like they like
The ending. The ending is.
The ending's an ending.
The very ending is and then the thing that just happens before the ending is very. But
they don't seem happy about the last movie. The guy that plays Poe, does not give a shit.
no, he doesn't.
He does not.
He's mad because of something else that happens.
Yeah. Well, someone I don't know what happened, but in an interview, someone was like, "Would you ever work with Disney again?" He was like, "No, no,
never.
never again."
I would never say something like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Publicly,
He's fearless.
yeah.
He's fearless.
He's fearless.
That's how much he didn't like it.
Yeah.
I would never say that I wouldn't want to work with Disney because
Yeah,
I actually
Disney's
really
about to own
would.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, especially me being a media major, I'm gonna have to work for Disney eventually. But I actually do want to work with Disney.
Awesome.
Yeah, Disney sponsor us.
Disney, come
Yeah.
on.
Can we at least just get your logo? That's all we want.
I know. I just want
Can
your
I do
logo
this?
just above my head.
Welcome to Talking Swims.
We're talking Swizz in here.
Someone said part of that ending was so stupid. No spoiler, but it would have been fine if they didn't take just one angle.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Ben will see it soon. I think I know the spoiler, but I don't think Ben does.
But I think we could get real. It's hard to
I could pick it apart, but I'm not gonna pick it apart because spoilers one, and I just don't want to be a pessimist on it.
Right.
Now.
Right. I'm pretty much right there with you. It's just like there's only so much that we can talk about without giving everything away, and also we don't want to like super nerd out on Star Wars because I feel like once I start doing that, then I'll spoil something. So I can't do that.
I see.
I have enjoyed every Star Wars movie that I've watched. I just don't care that much about
Knives
the lore.
Out.
No, I haven't seen Knives Out. I want to see Knives Out.
I really want to see Knives Out. Everybody, okay.
That's Daniel Craig in it.
Sam and Ian were raving about it. Ortega was raving about it.
A lot of people like it.
Yeah, I want to see it really bad.
Same.
I also really want to see Cats.
I don't.
No.
No, I do.
I do not.
I
Bailey wants to see it because she thinks it's gonna be a cult classic like Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Let's not.
Or like The Room. I think it's the next.
It's.
Let's
one
not
of
and say
those.
we
I see.
didn't.
So from what I've heard about the badness is the CGI,
Yeah.
if you can call it CGI,
It's CGI, all right.
and the Taylor Swift,
So
the Tay-Tay.
I read a post the other day that says, "There's a 50 trillion bounty on you. Where would you go for like 40 hours until you get it? Like, because if you survive 48 hours, you get the money instead of someone else getting it." Someone said, "I'm gonna go to Cats." And then someone said, "It's just 48 hours. It's just 2 days. There's no need for self-torture."
I really want to see it. I think it'll be funny.
Also, that was like another thing about the Star Wars thing is like a lot of reviews were bashing on it, and
A lot of them were.
I think
Like,
that
they didn't need to be like bashing on it, but it
is
wasn't a
unjustified.
fantastic movie. Like, I would go see it multiple times, but it was good.
Right. There was nothing wrong with it in order for it to be criticized as much as it did.
Right.
Especially when you have a movie like Cats.
Well, yeah.
And
the original Sonic the Hedgehog before they even remade it.
Which you hear that they're coming out with like an actual show of, I think movie, like it's like a prequel to the movie, but it's like a show that's
Wait,
coming
what?
out
For Sonic?
For Sonic?
for Sonic.
No.
Oh,
I
Baby
think it's
Sonic.
I think it's for Japan, and I think that they use the old CGI version of Sonic.
Oh, heck yeah.
Because they already invested in it, so it was just like...
Now that's a cult classic.
That's like the
So-
Attack on Titan live action.
And that's being like made like immediately, if not alongside the current Sonic. Because I don't know if they're actually done with it right now, or if they're still trying to finish.
What I'm also not looking forward to is the new Mulan live action.
I kind of am looking forward to it. It's
I'm
the only
disappointed.
it's only the live action Disney movie that I am looking forward to.
Well, it's Will made a good point. It's more historical. It's not like
I
it's
think
not
that's
like
why
the
I'm
Disney. It's more
looking forward to
historical.
it. Yeah,
It's
it
more
sounds like it's
historically
gonna be
accurate.
different.
but-
Well, someone pointed out, I saw it on, I think it was a Tumblr post or something, but I wasn't on Tumblr. It made its way to Facebook. Don't look at me like that. Anyway, someone was like, from the minute I noticed it like ruined Mulan for me. In the animated film, when Mulan is dressed as a girl, she has a round jaw. Like, it's not very square or anything.
But when she's dressed as a boy, it's a square jaw.
Like, her face is straight up a different shape. And she's like,
It's
why
even-
is that?
It's even on the movie cover.
Is it not like from like a strap or something like that from the helmet type thing?
No.
no.
It's just like her
it's
face
straight
shape is
up
just
her
drawn
face shape.
differently.
She's just really good at contour.
I was about to say, like, that makeup be looking real good.
Well, and there was another point, like, when he takes when she's, like, injured or whatever, and he, like, throws a helmet at her, like, suddenly she has eyelashes again. And it's like, what? She put on mascara today?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about like with the actual like that movie. I
No.
already knew
No,
about
no,
that
no.
with the
No, the
cartoon.
animated one.
Yeah, I already
Oh,
saw
boy.
that.
Yeah, it's straight up.
I noticed that
just-
when I was a kid. I was like,
I noticed it on the cover, but not, like, in the movie. I didn't really notice it. But I was like, oh.
Good dude. They do
Yeah,
good
that's bad.
transition.
What movie would we like to see remixed in live action?
I would like a redo of...
Dragon Ball.
I would like a redo of
Please
Aragon.
not again.
So what were you saying?
Yes.
What?
Redo of Aragon.
Do it
Like,
right.
I want them to remake bad movies, not good ones.
I want them to redo
Second Chance.
Avatar: The Last Airbender in the way it should have been done,
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
I feel that.
or Dragon Ball Z in the way it should have been done.
Dragon Ball Z. But with Team 4-Star's voices.
Yeah.
Hey, Vegeta. Look.
A Pokemon.
Oh my god, I'm actually real.
He
I don't know
took
what
the
I would want.
Dragon Balls.
I don't really care. Like, I mean, if they make stuff in live action, cool, but it's like nothing I really want to be.
Code Lyoko.
That was weird CGI to begin
Okay,
with.
okay, but
But
walk
it was
with me here.
it was a weird thing.
Finding Nemo in live action.
No.
The actors can't hold their breath
Why?
that long.
We're talking underwater.
It's literally just fish.
It's literally just fish.
Just swimming around.
There's no voice at all.
Ratatouille.
No.
Ratatouille.
No.
Oh my god, it's a word! It's a word!
Never actually seen Ratatouille.
Really?
Yeah.
You
I haven't seen it all the way
uncultured
through.
swine.
Back when I had hair, they said my family said I looked like Linguini.
Linguini.
I've
Ratatouille.
done the Ratatouille stuff in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Ooh.
You've done the what?
The Ratatouille stuff in
It's a
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Ratatouille section.
Yeah. Well,
It's,
Sort of.
It's a sidebar thing.
Oh,
yeah, it's
okay.
like free to go back and do every now and again.
Live action Halo movie. That goes along with the exactly like the campaigns.
Speaking of rats, who's a rat? Who do you need me to kill? What?
Yes.
Yeah, my answer is I don't want anything to be a live action remake. But
Really?
if there's gonna be one,
Yeah.
it should be things
Fallout.
like
There
Aragon.
should be Aragon.
Fallout.
Yeah.
The Fallout 3 story.
Mass Effect.
I
No,
don't
he
know.
said no.
I don't know because unless they
Oh,
cast
yeah.
it,
But now you can
exactly-
say The Witcher.
Ew.
Jacob, the game Jacob was playing.
Yeah, he was playing he was on his stream, he was doing one about like a plague,
I think it was probably the Black Plague.
I think, but there were rats. No.
Yeah, the Black Plague.
Yeah.
Dishonored?
Dishonored?
No.
Dishonored.
It was called. It's
No.
like a smaller game.
It's like you're playing as a woman leading a child. I don't know their relationship.
High five for knowing what Dishonored is.
Yeah, I know a lot about video games.
I
It's
know.
just when you guys talk about anime that I'm like,
I'm just saying though, like
No idea.
Dishonored is like a very like
Niche
in the
game.
corner, like.
is it?
Mm-hmm. It's
Okay.
not.
I loved it, so I played it a lot.
Yeah.
But
I remember recommending that to you as well.
Mhm.
I was like, you should check this game out because like if you kill too many people, there's like the infestation grows. But if you don't kill that many people, then it stays down. Blah, blah.
yeah, it's a really cool game. I didn't play 2, but
Yeah, I haven't. I think I own it now, but I haven't played it. Like I have a lot of games and I don't play. But
Anyway, the rats in that one were gross. Mm-hmm.
Skeevers.
what's the difference between rats and mice?
the
Size.
Is that it?
and the tail.
Tail?
The tail.
I
is-
think that's about it.
the tail's like thicker and fleshier on a rat. I think.
It's got that worm-looking. Okay.
Worm.
I think. I don't actually know that. I took biology too.
Hey.
Bet.
I did not.
I took Psych 1.
I guess this kind of goes off like the movie stuff with Disney and stuff like that. Have you ever
You
seen?
guys gonna make it? Oh my god.
It's my room, Bailey.
My
We
husband.
can go.
We can go.
We can give you
Everything
all
is
some space.
possible.
we can have the stream see it. We don't want to see it.
Anyways, so I've never seen the How to Train a Dragon movies.
What? Okay. Unironically, they're great.
They are.
They're actually very, very good.
I haven't seen the latest one.
It's
And
good.
It's really good.
Apparently, there's a third one.
There's a third one.
There's
How many-
actually like a whole.
Is it already
no,
out, or
I
is
think
it
that
coming
the
out?
movies are done, but
Movies
they
are-
have
they
like
have a TV
they have
show, right?
TV shows. Yeah, there's like Netflix originals.
I haven't watched those, but I have watched
haven't either.
all the movies.
There used to
They're
be
really
one
good.
like that would air on Nickelodeon.
So is there a third movie?
Yeah.
there's
Is it already out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I couldn't tell if it was coming
you
out.
seen,
or
you
was
seen the
already
How to
out.
Train Your Dragon memes with the white dragon?
Yeah.
That's
That's the third movie.
Oh,
I, a 25-year-old, unironically enjoy How to Train Your Dragon.
did you watch Frozen 2?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Okay.
Did you like it?
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did.
Unironically?
Does Anna have fire powers?
No, she doesn't.
Shit.
Oh.
No, I don't want to go see it.
I don't want to go. She was a
Honestly-
firebender.
She needs to be a firebender.
Like me.
It was fine. Like, I like Frozen 1 way better. Come at me. I think I like the songs more.
Bailey really likes the Into the Unknown song because Brendan Urie sang it.
I only like the songs if they're like creative about it, like
There's one
finishing
song
each
that you
other's
would like.
sandwiches.
Staring at
There's-
it.
There's at least one song that you would like a lot. It's.
I like Olaf's song.
It's Olaf's, yeah.
Does he have another song?
Yeah. It's
I need
really
to
good.
watch Frozen 2.
This one's even better than the first one. Like, it made me laugh actually pretty hard.
Awesome.
Because it's about growing up.
Mhm.
So it's funny.
Uh-oh.
But yeah. I kind of didn't get the point of Frozen 2. Like, it's fine to just watch, but I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites.
Mm.
How to Train Your Dragon, I actually enjoy watching. Would watch it again.
Watch it! It's like grabbing mushrooms.
We'll have a watch party of How to Train Your Dragon.
All
I
of
love
them.
How to Train Your
Oh,
Dragon.
I'm absolutely going to watch it.
Fantastic.
Have your nephews seen it? I'm sure they have.
My nephews? I don't know if they. I don't know how much stuff they actually watch. I know that they watch the heck out of Paw Patrol, but at least they used to. I don't know
Trolls.
I
what
don't
they
know
watch
what that is.
Have you? Who's going to go see Trolls World Tour?
now. Trolls.
I don't
World
know what
Tour.
that is.
It's the new Trolls movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Trolls like the.
the doll
Like,
trolls.
Troll dolls.
Yeah,
With
Oh,
the
so
hair
not like the
and-
movie that
No.
came out?
the movie. Yeah. that
Oh,
came
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like all this musical trolls and stuff
Mhm,
like that. There's a
mhm.
new movie called like Trolls World Tour or something like that, and it's like the punk rock trolls want to take over all the troll world
Yeah.
by stealing the musical strings. It's very hard to
Okay.
follow for me.
Like, I know exactly what he's talking about because I saw it on the
Like
trailer.
I saw the trailer and I'm still trying to grasp what the hell's going on.
And like that, you've lost me.
Yeah, I've lost myself.
Because we all know that punk rock uses all genres of music, which in a
Right.
way it kind of does.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, opera, techno, whatever the other things.
rap.
Rap.
Oh, and then I think rap has a baby that's hip hop or something like that.
Something like that. No, I think hip hop has a baby with rap.
Oh, okay. I don't know anymore.
Or techno, something like that.
Something.
Are these names of trolls?
Yeah.
No, oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I-
Okay.
I feel
Like
like
there's like a troll for each genre of music,
Oh,
and like they specialize in that music, and they do that music.
okay.
That's
I'm
all I can tell you.
I'm
All I,
understanding.
all I can say is go watch the trailer.
Okay.
Cool.
The trailer that got me excited recently was for Quiet Place 2.
I haven't even seen Quiet Place.
Yeah.
And Grudge too.
So good.
A Quiet Place.
No.
No one has spoken for 20
Why do you guys like scary movies?
I
I like
like
scary
scary movies.
I
I
just
just don't fuckle with the Grudge.
The Grudge is scary.
You
know
don't
Ben's
fuck
never
with
seen
a
the
shuckle,
original.
bro.
Ben's never seen the original one.
I refuse to watch the Grudge.
It's good.
That is one of the bangs.
It's
My
one of
existence.
the scariest movies.
Can't
You're
do it.
immune to the Grudge's scariest move, coming out of the back of your hair.
That's true.
I still have some there.
I'm just saying.
The one tuft. It comes out his beard.
Dude, between
Just jokes you.
Oh.
when I was younger, that scene from The Grudge, like from the commercial, and the reporter crawling out of the toilet in Spice World, which if you guys have not seen Spice World, it's the best movie I've ever seen in my life. My favorite. But between those two things, I was actually afraid of the bathroom when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My mom is still scared.
I'm
of
trying to
hanging her
pee!
feet
Leave me
on the edge of
alone!
the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Because Evil Kelly was gonna get
Evil
her.
Kelly was gonna get her.
Mhm.
Because, like, you know, scary movies with dolls hiding underneath the bed.
So I don't know if I ever mentioned this on the stream. I think I did it before.
Maybe.
Was it? When I tell you guys about the clown statue that we had in the house?
No.
No.
Not me, at least.
Okay. So
I don't want to be here anymore though.
I would like to leave now. I
apparently,
don't
like,
fuck with clowns, man.
in like
Crowns.
in like the 80s and 90s, like clowns were like more popular,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? And like, especially as like artistic sense,
Yeah, for sure.
because like people were really big into like
Nah.
doing-
I don't fuck with clowns, bro. I don't fuck with clowns.
Anyways, so
That was Bailey.
apparently my
I
mom
can't read from here.
my mom as like an art project had like a
I
clown
don't think to look there.
statue that she painted over, right? And it was like, it had no hair on top. It had like the really bushy hair along the side and the really big nose and like a giant gut and the giant shoes, you know.
Fat Joker?
Basically.
Yeah.
Weird looking Joker. Anyways, she had painted it at one point, and we had it for years and years and years, and over time, like, the paint faded and got really, really dark. So then it just, it just looks sketch and demented, right? So anyways, so for majority of the time, it was sitting underneath my parents' bed. And I went down there to go grab something else, and I realized what it was, and I was like, oh, I remember this. And I was like, I could be an asshole. So I grabbed it, and I brought it to my mom. I was like, hey, you remember this? She's like, yeah. And she doesn't have any problem with it because she's the one that painted it and everything like that. She doesn't find it creepy whatsoever. And I was like, I need to prove a point. So for like 2 months, I kept moving it around the house in like random spots. So, like, it'll be, like, sitting in the kitchen, like, on a shelf, just staring at everyone eating. Or I'll grab it and I'll put it next to my mom's computer. Or next to the monitor, just watching her. Just doing all sorts of stuff, just moving around the house. And it was eventually getting to everyone who came over to visit. They were like, what the fuck is that? Which my brother, by the way, absolutely hates clowns. He actually has, like, a phobia.
That's so weird.
Anyway,
I never understand that phobia.
Anyways, it got to the point to where, like, all right, throwing it out. So my mom actually threw it out.
Damn.
Yes.
See,
I've never been afraid of clowns.
I don't like clowns, but it's weird that my favorite DC villain is the Joker.
No, Joker's just the best villain that's ever been
That's
written.
true.
So I don't think it's weird at all.
DC has best villains. Marvel has best superheroes. Change my mind.
I agree.
I'm solid with that.
I think DC's just willing to be darker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why their villains are better.
I think I like their heroes a little more as well. I don't know.
That's your opinion. I respect it.
Respect. Oh! Drink this!
The infinite. No, fuck. Okay.
Oh, there was Fizz.
Pop, fizz. Oh, what a relief.
Oh, that was a big sip.
And
That's not
regret.
And regret.
When you're drinking it, you're fine.
It's fine, but aftertaste. Ugh.
Oh no.
And then it sits there. And then you're like, eh. Bailey, you want some?
No thanks.
Sure. Alex?
I'm good.
Don't be a bitch.
You already had to say
The only way you
woo
can
for-
refuse is if you
I don't
ooh
have
it.
any water.
The only
I
way you
don't have a
refuse it
chaser.
is if you ooh woo.
I read that shit. That's worth like 10 woos.
I had secondhand cringe from that.
I had third hand cringe.
I had, I guess, in a way,
You had pride.
zero hand cringe because I'm the one that gave it to him.
You had pride.
I made that shit.
You're like, yes.
Evil. Which basically summarizes Star Wars.
Do it.
Yeah.
I used to have porcelain dolls when I was younger. So
My grandma does and still has.
it kind of creeps Ben out, but it doesn't creep me
I
out
don't
at
like
all.
dolls.
There,
I
we
like
had one
dolls
that was
either. I
like the
like
little
dolls and
match
clowns.
girl. If you know that story.
What?
Annabelle.
The little match girl.
I think I heard of that.
It's
American
just
Girl
about like
dolls,
this
no.
poor homeless girl selling matches. It's very sad. Not scary at all.
It's a booming business of matches.
I love watching the Annabelle movies, but
I would not have a doll though.
no.
No, this doesn't creep me out at all.
Especially because the doll in the movie is not the actual Annabelle doll.
Yeah.
Because it's a Raggedy Ann doll that's the real one. But
Oh, that just
Raggedy
made Raggedy
Ann.
Ann so much more scary.
No,
to me.
Raggedy Ann is the least scary looking doll I've
Raggedy
ever seen.
Andy is a punk. Okay.
Raggedy Andy.
Yeah, it's Raggedy Ann and Raggedy
Raggedy Ann is a bitch. Raggedy Andy is a punk.
You're so dramatic.
Together,
I don't
they're,
give a fuck.
together they're a punk bitch.
They're a punk bitch.
Straight raggedy.
Straight raggy.
Yo, homie, you straight raggedy.
He's straight raggedy. That's a new. That's
We need to bring Raggedy back.
Raggedy. It needs to come back.
Ratchet.
No, it's better than Ratchet.
It's raggedy, man.
Raggedy.
that's just
Riggedy, riggedy, raggedy.
Yeah, we finished The Office again
yeah, we did.
yesterday.
Do you try and watch it sequentially, like all the way through, or no?
No, Ben was,
I
and I
did.
would like randomly watch an episode here or there. I would rather watch a random
I'm more
episode.
with you.
Yeah, than just watch it continuously.
Like, after I watch it continuously, like, that's one thing. But then, like, yeah. Like,
Oh, yeah. If it's a new show, I don't do that. But if I've seen it, then I'd rather
straight up
just watch
Seinfeld at that point.
Yeah. We're in the last season, which I've probably seen the least amount of times. My favorite part is, like, when Dwight goes in and is like, Andy, I have this paper for you to sign. And he goes, oh, great. Ready to do. Read it,
Because
dude.
Andy's just gone.
It's like, Dwight. My fave.
Oh, Rain Wilson.
I just want to hug the writers of that show.
I know.
Some of them are on it.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about, like, how... I mean, like, it's such a, like, great show.
Did you
It's
see...
not like it's a new show.
I think you know
The-
where. Where, Dwight?
everyone...
Where?
I think you know where.
Everyone from Dunder Mifflin is actually Twitter confirmed. Like, all the actors from Dunder Mifflin are Twitter confirmed except for one person.
Is it Toby?
It's Toby. He's the only
That's
person that's not
great.
confirmed.
Honestly, it fits.
Yeah.
Toby is this Grand Strangler.
Sad but true. I don't think he is.
No, it's, what's his name?
George Howard Scub.
Yeah.
That's the guy who's convicted.
The old man.
Oh my god.
Creed?
Creed.
Creed.
It's Creed.
Oh.
Nah.
No, Creed.
It fits.
Creed sold
there,
drugs.
There are videos that
Creed
help
sold
prove it.
drugs. That's it.
Well,
I would
but
be
there's
more
also
inclined to
ones
think
for
Toby
Toby.
Yeah,
instead of
true.
Creed. Creed seems just like a wild ride, whereas Toby gives off
Yeah.
psychopath vibes. You know what I'm saying?
And there's that episode.
And Creed doesn't?
No, Creed comes off as like carefree, would kill someone, but like wouldn't do it for sport. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Like if he got in a fight with someone,
Mm-hmm.
he would straight up murk them. But Toby,
Like kidnap them, release them on a deserted island, and then hunt them for game.
yeah, yeah.
Toby's
great.
got that pent up anger.
Yeah.
He
There's
kills
the-
kittens in his spare time.
There's
Like,
the
that's what it
episode
is.
where like there's the police chase of this Grand Strangler,
Mhm.
and they're at Toby's desk, but Toby's not there.
Oh. I thought that was the deal with Creed.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No, they're at Toby's desk, but he's nowhere to be seen.
Mm.
Coincidence? I think not.
Creed is rock and roll. Toby is Ted Bundy.
No, because Ted Bundy was handsome and charming.
That's true.
Is
He's the Zodiac killer. No one wants
Is
to
that-
see his face.
is the Clint Eastwood movie out yet? The Centennial Olympic Park one?
No.
I don't know.
I
don't
cannot
know
wait to
anything
see
about
it though.
I want to watch it.
The what?
What? I was telling you about it.
This is the one
In
about
our
the
Uber
line.
ride,
You're
and then
right.
the Uber person was like, "I was in that movie," and I was like, "Oh, we met someone
Oh, yeah.
famous."
Oh, dang. I remember that now.
And why you driving Uber?
I know about
'Cause
it
you an
because
extra.
Evan
You
worked
an
on it, too.
extra.
For just a person standing there in the crowd.
All extras are extra.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I
what
was
he
in
said.
a movie.
That's what he said. He said he was an extra in the movie.
So he was in the crowd.
Mhm.
I think he said he was also in one of the Avengers movies.
Yep.
That's cool.
He said he was in a lot of stuff.
You're only cool if you die in the movie. Actually, that's what is it Robert Downey Jr. and the guy that plays in Sherlock Holmes, is it Winston?
Watson.
Watson.
You mean Bilbo?
I've been playing way too
Bilbo.
much Overwatch.
Bilbo.
No, I don't think he's
Bagginses.
talking about that Sherlock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Like
The guy who
show?
plays Watson.
Yeah,
but-
which Sherlock though?
Yeah.
Which Sherlock? Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock?
Robert Downey Jr. shot.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, then it's not
that-
Bilbo.
It's
Is
not
that-
Bilbo.
No, yeah, it's not Bilbo. Anyways,
There's a lot of Sherlock.
so they were on a talk show. And
Jude Law.
Jude Law, yes. Him and RDJ are
Jude
talking.
Law.
Thank you, Jude
Law.
L.A.
L.A.W.
Jude Los Angeles.
Sam, that was
Woo-woo.
raggedy.
That was raggedy, Sam. Straight up raggedy.
I'm just kidding.
Jude Law.
Jude Law.
Anyways,
Anyway.
so they were on a talking show and they were just talking about
Talking show. Talking squibs.
filming. Jude Law, come on. What? Raggedy? Wait.
She said, "Get raggedy."
Get raggedy.
Raggedy. That's awesome.
Hashtag get raggedy.
Ends up being trending.
Trending on SWBZ Twitter.
That's what's funny. That they were just talking about, like, you know, just funny stories of stuff that happened and stuff like that. Anyways, they're at a scene where there's a bunch of bodies, like, everywhere or whatever, and, like, they were, like, walking amongst them. And RDJ thought it was funny just to, like, screw this, and just, like, because they're all, like, dummies and props and stuff like that, and just, like, stomp real hard on the ground on one of them. And it ended up being that the one that he actually stomped on was an extra. Oh. So he, like, stepped on his hand, like, stomped on it.
Oh my god.
And then suddenly the guy's like, oh! And then they both freaked out.
Oh no.
I was like, oh my goodness.
Imagine being Andy and Raggedy Alex. Thanks, babe. That was good.
That's awesome.
Oh no.
We have a new handle for you.
Raggedy
Yeah, it should have
No,
been.
no.
Yeah, it should have been.
Hashtag Raggedy Alex.
And this way we can actually make him like a little, like, not logo, but identity. It's like literally just a toy doll version of Alex.
So Woo Alex
First
is
I'm a
Raggedy
penguin,
Alex.
and now I'm Raggedy.
Yes.
Ooh, Raggedy
Well, no,
Alex.
you're Raggedy Alex, but like you're stitched
Waggedy.
on
It's
emoticon.
Waggedy.
It's Uwu.
It's Waggedy Alex.
I hate that.
A tall drink of Waggedy.
Alex. Alex.
Alex.
No,
Oh,
It's
stop.
Waggedy Alex.
No.
I can't actually.
I don't know what you are talking about, baby.
No.
Waggedy Alex.
My name is Waggedy Alex.
No.
Wow.
You can say it all you want. Doesn't mean I'll change it.
Waggedy Alex.
I'm changing it on Swibs.
Wow.
It
Wow.
swibs you now.
Swoobs.
Swoobs.
Swoobs. I need to
Waggedy.
stop.
So woobs.
So boobs. So woo boobs.
So woobs.
Sugoi.
I hate this.
Sugoi. Nani?
Say no again.
Say nani one more time.
Anyway.
I'm done with this.
I bet. What were we talking about?
You know when something's overdone when I say it's done.
This is all your fault, Nick.
It's all ogre now.
No.
Doing my swamp.
What
Why
what
were
are
you
Ubu
British?
doing in my swamp?
Stop.
What's going on here?
I can't stand it.
Good thing you're sitting.
You're sitting.
I can't be here.
To him.
I don't
you're
want to
there.
be here anymore.
Yeah, it's not Gua here, it's Gua there.
It's quite there.
Good God. Good
So what were we talking about?
So, what have you been sketching up there, Mrs.
Ideas.
Ideas?
There's
I
none
don't
in
have
here,
those.
But there's a
You
page
have one?
for it.
It's very fancy.
It's Play Overcooked, Samantha. And a streaming idea for a game.
Oh.
Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Scrim?
Skyrim.
Mhm.
Grim?
It's Raggedy. It's Skyrim.
You can do that.
I also think you guys should stream Beat Saber for streamer.
That is up to Timmy and Alex.
They the ones that I got it.
I can do that. I would stream some Beat Saber.
Gotta
I play pretty
Overkill.
much every day anyways.
There you go.
I'll just bring my thing over. The
Your what?
game capture.
For the Beat Saber?
Love Overcooked. Always in.
For the Beat Saber?
How does it hook up?
Do I not?
It's right into his computer.
Is it HDMI?
Yeah, like he should be able to have it.
I should be able to just do it, right? 'Cause
Yeah, he doesn't need a
my
game
thing
capture.
goes straight into my PC.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you should be
y'all
solid.
are the experts on
You
this.
should
All
be
the
solid
experts.
because the way it should
I'm
work.
just here.
I'll break it down for you later. But basically, whenever you get this up, you should just be able to add the source of.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So
Dope.
we should be solid on that. Just let me know. Also, I need to show.
Audica is better than Beat Saber according to Morris.
What's Audica? I don't know
I don't know
what
what
Audica is.
Audica is.
I don't know
I'm
that
sorry,
bitch.
I don't know this man.
I was thinking
Sorry
something
to
else.
that man.
Attica, Attica, Attica.
No, that's Attica.
Attica.
I know.
Sorry to this
Ooh-Utica.
man. He could be walking on the street.
We'll check it out, Morris. That Audica.
I'll check it out right now.
We'll check it out.
Is it Audica or Literod?
Oh, stop. It's Uwuda.
No.
Oika.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Is it bad that I think of Anthony?
Anthony does not talk like that.
Yeah, he doesn't.
It's another Beat Saber. It's a shooter on Steam. Rhythm shooter.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
It's the guys who made Guitar Hero.
Oh.
Interesting.
In today's thing.
Which means there's no DLCs or no add-ons. So whatever what you get is what you get.
See what you get.
But yeah, it's from what I remember, it's like you're literally just shooting.
Yeah.
Seems
Oh.
less physically exhausting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe not.
How to say? And then you can like drag shot and stuff like that. Like I think you can like.
Whoa.
It's like maybe like SMG or something, so you can shoot more.
Alex,
Whoa.
I can't even see what's going
That's
on.
complicated.
that is complicated. Oh, change
What
your
the
weapon.
hell?
You can change your guns.
Considering how weird 360 was.
Oh.
What the frick was
Oh.
that?
What the
Little,
frickle
little, about to freaking
She's like,
pistol whip these things.
Jesus. Okay.
I don't
tired.
get these
Well.
games. They're a little too
Yeah, they a little too much for me.
for me.
Yeah.
It makes it feel a little.
A little
Anyway.
motion sick.
I'll stick with the sabers.
I'll stick with the save.
I'll do the ones where you can like be at an office and print
If
a
I
piece
can
of
if
paper.
I can buy VR,
that's,
I'll look into Audica.
That's my level of VR comfort. It's like pick up this coffee cup.
I think from
I want to do the like gun loading simulation.
I really wanted to do the first person shooter.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do that. I wanted to see how it would fare.
I want to do that new Vader game.
Get actual sabers.
The older I get, the more easily I am dizzy. So
Oh.
anything that's like too
Dizzy prone.
this,
Yeah.
I'm like no thanks.
You should make an attachment for the Oculus controller that would like be the length of a lightsaber.
So you
Oh
can
my
li-
god.
so you
So
can really
actually
hit
swing it
things.
around.
You can destroy your whole house.
So you got
Go
the weight
flying
of it.
off the handle, just like through your screen.
Meanwhile, you go
Back
over
to
to.
normal.
I got punched twice with full force while someone was
Playing
playing
super
super hot. Oh my god!
Uh-oh.
What's super hot?
I'm assuming a VR game.
It
Yeah,
you
sound
can
like
play it without VR.
Oh.
Oh, I know who. Was it Ian?
Was it Ian?
Because he
Yeah,
did
was-
mention that he got to play Beat
He
Saber.
said
the
he
other
played
day.
Beat Saber one
But,
time.
but this was super hot.
I know, but
But
he
he
went
could
to
play
an
that
arcade.
as well.
What's super hot?
Okay, super
Me.
hot is
Hey.
True.
it's hard
It's-
to explain.
It's
but
an action game, which basically what happens is every time. Normally, it's normally on just on the PC or the controller where like it's mouse and keyboard or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
To where every time when
it's
you
a slow motion.
when you move, everything moves. But if you stop moving,
I know what
nothing.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
So time stops
when you stop.
when you stop. So basically, you're able to react to things as long as you're continuous. So like if you stand still, bullets will stop, right? But if you keep moving, they'll start moving towards you.
Stopping means that you have more processing time to see like what I can do.
Right. So eventually, what happens is because like basically it's like you're making your own action movie frame by frame in a way. So like you're trying to John Wick that shit. So you'll be like in a museum and there are people trying to get you. So like all these people will start like pulling out guns and stuff, and you like grab like art and you'll throw it at a guy, and then when you hit him, like his gun will fly out of his hand and you'll catch it, and then you would shoot another guy, and then you would pick up a samurai sword, and then you would run at another guy or whatever and slice him up, all sorts of stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's very slow and it's like a puzzle.
It's a very slow, puzzly, fast-paced game.
But as soon as you complete a level, it shows you what it looks like in real time, and it looks sick.
It looks so sick.
And then every time when you beat a level, it says super hot.
Super hot.
That sounds cool.
It's been around for a while.
Yeah.
But it was like an indie game, so it was very.
Yeah, it was. It
Yeah.
was put into production through GoFundMe.
I feel like I hear less about VR games anyway, though. They're just not as accessible.
Well, and they're just not in our realm.
Mm-hmm.
Google doesn't hear us talking about it, so we don't see anything about it.
That's true. I also just
Start
think people
talking
don't
to your
play
phone.
it as often.
VR.
You have to let your overlords hear you.
No, you have to coincidentally mention it in front of your phone. I really wish I had my own VR headset. That looked pretty good. And then you're scrolling through. Oh, there it is on sale.
FBI just sends it right to your door.
Let's see. We're on 14. Should I pull this out yet? Or no?
What is it?
We can do a couple rounds of
You
that.
can do a couple rounds of it.
Okay. This is the thing that Allison Majors got me.
Okay.
That I descent.
Okay.
Oh, he pooping.
Nope.
Okay.
E-break.
So when he comes back, we'll do that. But yeah, do you remember the Christmas gift that Allison Majors got me, which was the game that was called I Descent, which is the argumentative
Oh
game?
yeah.
So I pulled out all the topic cards from that, and we've been using them as like
Argument
ending
topics.
points of ending topics.
Oh, okay.
So we did two.
And we already pulled the best topic
Which
as
was?
the first card is a
Wait.
hot dog, a sandwich.
Oh.
Is it a hot?
Depends how you define a sandwich.
Exactly.
When
I said it was a topic.
I looked it up and it said that
Which you could argue is a sandwich.
it said that between two slices of bread, it said a mixture of ingredients between two slices of bread, pretty much.
I think it's technically a sandwich.
Do you consider the bun
Bread.
two slices of
slices.
But
bread?
if it's connected, so it could count as one piece.
Because
of
I
bread.
was also saying
Okay, but like, what about a Subway sandwich? They're so connected.
That was also Will's argument.
yeah, Will was like, what about a sub? And I'm like, what about a sub? Do you even know what a submarine means?
Will got very heated.
Yeah,
he
it
defended
was
his topic
funny
with a
though.
passion.
I was poking
Wait,
the
did
fire.
he think it was
Yeah.
a sandwich?
Yeah,
or
he
not?
thought it was a sandwich.
Yeah, I think it's technically a sandwich. Like, is that dumb? Yes, but
I don't even keep
It's a
track of what I
sandwich.
say anymore. I'm just like, whatever Will says, I want
At the end of the thing, me and Alex were, I mean, like, a hot dog's its own category.
It's
Yeah,
a
hot
that-
dog is its own.
it's a
That's
taco.
what I
It's a
defended.
taco.
No, it's not. A taco's
It's
definitely.
a taco.
And then we said the soup thing. We
Oh,
said,
I
is
said the-
cereal a...
Well, okay, once you put the milk in the cereal, is the milk itself a sauce, a broth, or a drink?
It's cereal
Broth.
milk. It's cereal milk.
broth?
He
This
says
is,
it's a broth.
yeah, it's broth, soupy
No,
milk.
it's not.
And it's no longer normal milk because it gets like sugar and
You're
stuff
right.
like within
It's
it.
cereal milk.
But is it?
I can't stand.
drink?
I would say it's a drink, but I can't stand it personally.
Okay.
What is our topic?
This one's kind
It's a
of basic.
solution. It's a
We can
mixture.
skip if it's too basic.
No,
It's a
I mean,
potion.
if it's too basic, I'm still gonna
We'll
say
just do another
I'm
one.
basic.
it.
There you go.
It's okay to put pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
I
like
I don't,
it.
I don't
like
agree
it.
with it. but,
Everyone
like,
enjoys different things.
Yeah,
so
I-
if that's how you jam, then
Yeah.
I like
don't-
it.
as long as you don't put banana on pizza, I'm good.
I find when like topics like, is this a dumb thing to like? It's like let people enjoy things.
Yeah.
let people live their lives.
Like, I mean, there are some people who are like, I like eating mayonnaise straight out of the jar. And I'm like, that's disgusting,
That's
but
a
good
choice.
for you.
That's a choice.
It's
Yeah.
your choice.
I can't do that.
Your body, not mine. I don't.
Yes, I actually like pineapple on pizza, but if I didn't, I still think it'd be fine.
I don't prefer it.
I've seen people put mayonnaise on an omelet.
My mom does that when she makes like Philly cheesesteak omelets.
I don't get it.
See,
I
like,
get it. That's good.
it's,
well,
we see how,
next
like,
topic.
basic-
Next
like it's not like a. I think people just inflate it just because it's a meme. Is the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The thumb should count as a finger.
Yes. What a dumb question.
No,
It's a
He said
phalange.
no.
Like anatomically, it's a finger,
it's a phalange
which all of your other fingers are as well.
and your toes.
Yes.
So,
So a
are
toe
your
is a
toes
finger?
fingers?
They're not fingers, but they're all phalanges.
Also, what we did for this is we like to go around and actually get everyone's thing before we start
Oh.
arguing. So,
Okay.
I'm not saying wrong. I'm just saying
Yes.
yes. What?
The thumb is a finger.
Okay.
I mean, just because someone decided to call these fingers and this thumb doesn't mean this isn't a finger.
Mhm.
Fingers come off the hand and toes come off the feet.
Wait.
Because you were saying that toes should be. Then you were saying, why don't toes count as fingers? Then toes come off the feet, fingers come off the hands.
Well, okay.
We don't have toe tips,
you
but we
confused
still
me
tiptoe.
with the come off with, and I'm
Oh.
like they don't come
Oh.
off.
I mean, they could.
They extend from this from the palm from
He's-
this. That
You
is
should
the
meet my
hand.
Uncle Tim.
He almost breached that he was a cyborg.
He is.
Let if a cyborg wants to come out and be openly cyborg, let him.
Rocket
It's
punch.
2020.
That's so awesome.
Benny.
I'm gonna say yes, it's a finger.
I would say that
Is
it is.
mayonnaise an instrument?
Yes.
Yes. Anything
Whole
can be an
song
instrument.
about it.
Ask any percussionist. Anything can be an
is an
instrument.
Even other instruments can still be instruments as we smash them on the ground. Or something like that.
Exactly.
Let's make noise.
You ever heard the sound of a trumpet scattering across pavement? It's beautiful.
Squidward's just a purist when it comes to musical tastes.
No, I've seen that firsthand. Someone threw a trumpet off of the band tower, and
Why?
it just
Why?
because it was old and kind of busted.
Oh.
So they just like fully just.
Do you remember the inverted symbol that we had multiple times of just popping back in and out?
Yep. That was still there when I was there.
Oh, we undid it like 2 or 3 times, I think.
It finally got like a crack in it, so where it was like separated on part. So then we had to throw it
So
out.
for context, like in marching band, more specifically drumline, the marching symbols, or not even marching, is
No.
people in the pit. When we were at practice, since we're out on the blacktop, they would, or parking lot, they would leave. Some people would leave them out, the symbols faced onto the
Pavement.
the pavement in the middle of the sun, or in the middle of the. I can't talk.
In the middle of the asphalt, under the sun.
Right.
Like barbarians.
Yeah.
So it just sits there and gets really, really hot. And what happens with metal when it gets really, really hot
It
is it
warps.
expands and warps. So they eventually like invert themselves and turn into China symbols.
Yeah.
Which is an actual thing. It's not being racist.
I guess that is a good point to make.
Yeah.
I guess.
There are literally symbols
I guess we
called
should put it
China
out there.
symbols.
And they are just inverted.
They're
like,
just inverted symbols.
I'm just trying to figure out how saying China symbols is racist.
'cause
Maybe if
China's
someone
on-
doesn't know
Someone
what
doesn't
a
know.
China
Some
symbol
people are
is, maybe they
ignorant
just
to-
assume.
You mentioned a country. Racist.
Exactly. You have to be
Maybe.
specific.
Maybe. Anyways, so multiple times, I think Ryan probably did it mostly, is like he would like put his feet
Way
on
to
the
name
edge.
drop.
Sorry.
Oh.
Anyways,
Well.
he put the feet. Our instructor would put his feet on the edge of them, and then like grab the handle in the center, and then just like basically do a squat, like deadlift it to like pop it back out.
Oh my
and just
gosh.
in a place.
Well.
I think he did like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
God.
it's funny to watch.
Yeah.
Do you
I'm
think
sad I
thumbs
didn't get
or
to like
fingers?
actually like work with him.
Yeah, he was great.
A really cool dude.
Yeah. One of our very few consistent instructors that we had.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think it's consistent now, but
Yeah, because like before,
Well, yeah, because they have the KSU people going.
Yeah.
Mhm.
because before it was just like, ever since my freshman year, I think I counted 13 different instructors until I graduated for percussion.
I had, if you include 8th grade when I started like auditioning for the band, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Mm-hmm.
different ones.
Oh yeah, so back to fingers. So I actually would say that they are the thumbs are fingers though.
We need
just
a
because.
different one.
Yeah, we do need a different.
Yeah, I'll grab
Okay.
another one here.
Grab from
but-
the middle of the stack.
Like when people say like, how many fingers am I holding when you do this?
It's like, no, it's 4 and a thumb. Like,
Yeah.
dick.
I agree. We all agree.
All right, this is gonna be the last
Cool.
one because I don't want to take too many out of this, and then we'll do different topic. There's no such thing as luck. Do you agree with that?
Who wants to start?
Deep.
I already have an answer.
Yes.
There is such
There is
thing as
such
luck.
thing as luck.
Okay. Because I don't think we can be like yes or no. It's like, what do you mean by yes? So you think there is such thing as
There
luck?
is.
Okay.
Because Without luck, I don't know where I'd be.
I agree. I think there's such a thing as luck because I believe in karma, which to me, kind of in the same vein.
Right.
I believe in luck because of video games.
Alex?
I think there's luck, but I always like the quote that I heard a while ago that luck favors the well-prepared. So there's more opportunities to be lucky if you already put yourself in situations, like already took advantage of certain opportunities yourself, and already like made those opportunities happen.
I agree.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this into a Piccolo real quick and be like, nerd.
Sorry.
No, I get you. All right, Ben.
Alex knows with that real philosophical knowledge.
Alex hitting Alex.
I can't.
Real
Stop it.
Please don't make this be my brand.
Yeah, I think there's luck.
You think there is luck?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm on the same scape of Alex. There's obviously like statistics and percentages and chance and all that, but at the same time, like
Margin of error.
being able to be like Will and roll that badly in every game. I mean, you gotta have absolutely no luck whatsoever.
Bad luck.
God, Nick,
Jesus.
let up a little. It was one game.
And then
Bad luck game.
and then me just completely decimating on dice rolls without even. I was trying to mess up my dice rolls, therefore I grabbed Alex's dice, and I was still rolling well. Actually, even when I was showing,
Alex has loaded dice.
I was showing Sam like how to play the game, and I was like, oh yeah, so like let's for example say I rolled a 6, and I rolled a 6, and I was like, oh. And then I was like, okay, let's say like I rolled like 2 6s here, and then I rolled it, and I was like, oh. And I did it like back to back, and I was like, this is stupid.
Will blames his dice.
Yes.
I mean, I blame his dice too.
Which actually technically ruins his chances mathematically, because what happens is when he rolls badly, he grabs the dice and he puts it off the side saying, I'm not going to roll with that dice anymore. But that ruins your chances because...
That dice is already rolled, but it's all...
It's
No.
all
up to
It's
chance.
all chance.
They're
No
all
difference at all.
equal.
I
It's all
understand.
I will never. That's the hill I'll die on.
I understand.
Yeah, Alex
what
is
you're
right.
saying.
That's the hill all time.
But that would be the case if he was drawing the dice out of a bag and there was less dice in there.
Right.
That's...
No.
But, no, what I'm saying like, if there were specifically numbered dice in a bag, that's when that sort of probability...
Meaning
That's
on dice I said
that's
all
conditional
one.
probability.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. But anyways, I feel like in a way that he ruins his chances a lot, especially with that. So.
No.
I've just said... my point...
Well, that and
It's
he
okay.
also does things to where that involve a lot more dice rolls. So like
Yes.
he puts like instead of just doing like a simple shot where it's just like me and him, and I just shoot right there. He puts like 5 in the ways in front of it, and then it's also on a unit that has like a 6/4 chance of like dying, right?
Like-
I
So
don't know what you're talking about.
That-
This all
so-
sounds
basically,
super
Let's be.
shitty.
So I rolled the odds at some point. I calculated his odds for him. I don't think I ever told him, but he has really weak bows. So anytime he tried to use a bow, he had a 4% chance of killing.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
yeah.
With the amount of stuff that he needs to roll in order to get it off.
Yeah,
Oh,
because...
okay.
Is this
It gets
against
him
a
off.
berserker or something?
Yeah, this is against a D6. He had a 4% chance to kill and an 8% without it in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like... Because as your defense goes up, the higher rolls you have to have. And then once you get to a certain point, you need 2 specific dice rolls to be able
Oh.
to... So that's what you meant by 6x4.
And then in the ways is that there's like an actual barrier or something that's in the way, and you need to roll a 50-50 chance of 1, 2, 3, you hit what was in front of you, and 4, 5, 6, it
Hit
hits
what
that.
you want.
Oh.
And then
So-
you add, triple that, and you have
So
to do
it's
it
just
4
math.
times.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
It
just the
is.
probability not being in his favor.
So what
Yeah.
Will does is instead of just going for like the easy shots, like I really hate that guy.
Oh.
Roll all this dice, and he's like, "Oh, good roll,
An
good roll."
emotional
Fucks up
player.
on the 3rd roll,
Yeah.
but I digress.
A little. It's okay.
But anyways,
Again.
to resume,
Excuse
there is such thing as luck, but luck can benefit from.
I'm just saying it
assistance.
can't be Will's dice, because so many other people have rolled his dice well.
I should trade dice with him.
I'm just saying.
That would make.
It's not the dice. That's not a thing.
It really is.
But Will does have bad luck
Yes.
sometimes.
You can only lose a Mafia so many times.
Yeah. Well, he gets targeted.
He
Well,
does
that's not
get
luck.
targeted.
Yeah, that's just
That's
plain
not
targeting.
his.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
know.
luck. That's just targeting, and that's not fair.
I know. I laugh.
I feel like I get targeted now because I was so good at it that it was
Really?
like, no, Bailey Shirley.
Bailey's a savant
Yeah.
in Mafia.
Just play one night work.
I'm fairly certain people don't know what to think of me whenever I play.
There's people I never know what to think of, and other people I'm like, oh, I know it's you.
We played with each other so much, like we know the tells of everybody.
Yeah.
It's me. It's me.
Except for
always
Zach, because he always does the same thing.
It's always me.
Mhm.
That's
Always
a,
get nerfed
that's a strategy.
somehow.
I mean,
What kind of luck is that? Tired.
I haven't played
Yeah.
it in a long time.
So, like, I know I mentioned it before, but, like, do you understand the rationality of someone trying to talk to you when you're obviously trying to sleep?
What do you mean?
I will not win.
Me
So, like,
either. Neither of us will.
It was talking about, like, the cardboard box thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they know that this is your time to sleep, yet they continue the conversation.
Wait, what?
His parents trying to ask him about if he had a box.
As soon as he woke up.
Well, like legit, and like carrying on the conversation for at least, I swear to you, like at least 5 to 10 minutes of just rambling on. Like, you know,
That's just
What's-
a parent thing. My mom does that too.
you think it's just a parent thing?
My mom
Yeah.
repeats herself.
This
a
you
lot.
haven't had anyone else do that
Yes.
to you before? Like,
No.
My mom will
Yeah.
repeat herself at least 4 times in the same conversation.
Your mom does do that. I love her so much, but she does do that.
She does. Like, I love her to pieces, but she will reiterate herself 45 times within a span of 5-minute
It's
conversation.
like, I agree.
Yes. I agree. 1 step. Yes. 2nd step.
Uh-huh.
3rd
My
step.
mom does that
Bye.
too. I think that's just the thing that parents
It's
do.
a
My mom does
generational
the
thing.
same way.
They want to get their point across, and saying it once is not enough, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Just
You gotta drill it
nonsense.
into your brain for that short-term memory.
What about you, Alex? Do you have experience in this?
Yes, actually. I've been called on the phone before and had to like have a conversation. Like the phone call woke me up. I'm like, hello. But I'll tell you, nothing else woke me up faster. The day I got my job offer for Ally
Yay.
was like 9 in the morning. Me waking up to it being like, hello, hey, do you want a job?
Yes!
Yes, please.
That happens to me like so much. Of
They're
this.
conditioned to repeat from when
We were
you're
toddlers.
toddlers and didn't listen to anything.
I still don't
You're
listen.
right, Sam. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's happened to me multiple times, especially like when I was like job hunting or like that. It's like, I'm like, oh my god, it's finally a sales call. And like, I answer it. I'm like, hello. And I already know I sound like so tired.
Yeah.
Hello. It's, hey,
Can't
is this
relate.
Nick? Yes. Hi, I'm Billy Stevenson from blah 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 blah. I'm here to offer you a job. Are you still interested?
Hi, I'm awake.
Let me get my coffee real quick. I'll be right
Yes,
over.
yes, yes. And that now you know.
No, you don't need coffee. That's natural caffeine right there.
Like, I'm pretty sure like my actual
And adrenaline.
my volume actually like completely like goes tenfold because I go like yes, yes, yes.
Oh, I have good phone voice.
Do you understand what I am saying?
No.
I agree to the terms and conditions.
What information of me do you need?
I can wake up from the dead of sleep and be like, hello, this is Bailey.
I can't. No.
I can't do that.
No, I can. It's weird to me that you can't.
It even sounds like I actually have
You
to like
can.
I can.
You just don't
I just
try.
That requires like a lot of effort. Like even like when I'm answering on the radio and stuff like that for at work,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just at the very beginning and towards the very end of the night, I'm like very monotone and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I have like a radio voice that I turn on and off,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically like me like slightly lowering it and then sounding more articulate.
Yeah, radio's hard to hear, or like anything that's like on a walkie-talkie at all is like, please be
10-496 code 18 blah blah blah, you know, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Enunciate.
I gotta
You
enunciate.
guys have to warm your voice up when you haven't spoken
My
in a
answer
very
is
long time.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I noticed that like there are days like where I really just haven't like talked at all.
Yeah.
Like
I
there's
feel
just
bad.
no one to talk to type thing. So like I didn't, in a way, I didn't speak a word like the whole day. And sometimes it spanned like a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes like when I finally hop on like Discord to talk to like one of my friends, I'm like, hey, hey, hi. I am here. It's like I have to remember like what
How
my
to
voice,
speak.
Yeah.
what my voice sounds like type thing.
I think maybe I just talk too much, so I don't have that problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk enough.
I don't articulate enough. I mumble a lot.
I mumble.
I mumble sometimes.
I mumble a lot.
We should be rappers.
We should
Mumble
Mumble
rap.
rappers.
Oh,
rappers.
no.
We like every rapper now.
Please no.
We turn to real rappers only 6'9" people.
Raggedy mumble.
Raggedy mumble. We're gonna be the raggedy, the raggities.
Thank you.
I don't think I need to warm up my voice, but I've noticed that I lose my voice a lot easier now. Like if I get like, if they're
Oh,
out.
and a new follower.
Oh.
Yay!
It is Fabian Stan BBG. Is that what it is?
Well,
Thank
hiya.
you.
Hello there.
It's right, it's
Oh,
right
right
there.
Okay.
And thanks for
Say it,
following.
Fabian Stan BBG.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Fabian.
Fabian.
Fabio.
Fabio.
Thank you for following.
They're gonna unfollow.
No.
They are, and I apologize.
Too much attention.
If you followed us, articulate that and like phonetically spell it out.
Oh, hello.
Hey,
There he is.
No, seriously, phonetically spell that crap out.
I love a y'all.
Also, phonetically, you're a southerner because you said y'all.
I was gonna say I love y'all people.
Y'all.
I
I
don't
used
think
to
just Southerners say y'all anymore.
My aunt
You
got
don't
me a
think?
shirt one time that just says y'all instead of Yale.
That's
I like that.
That was good.
I would wear that.
Uh,
That
I
sounds
wear it
like
all
a
the time
mom
until I
shirt.
outgrew it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't. Do your parents say pop?
No,
soda
No.
pop?
no.
That's
Do you know
a
anyone
northern-
that says soda pop?
I've never. No.
I do.
I don't have
Michael
any.
Krafka.
I don't have any pop Northerners in my family.
Pop Northerners. Okay.
Well, I do on my dad's side, but I don't talk to them. So
that's what I thought.
because they're from New Jersey.
Is
so they all say
ecstasy
pop.
legal in Australia? I don't know.
I have
Heck
no.
if I know.
We're not Australian.
No idea, dude.
That's,
Google.
Do we
that's
look
worth a
upside
Google,
down?
isn't
Google it.
Are things on fire?
If you could, if you
Everything's on fire.
could, to be honest, like if you could type it in chat, you might as well just type it in Google.
Yeah.
But I've
he's-
also never heard. I have never heard people call it pop, but I've never heard someone in the South call it Coke. Like any
I'm
kind of
gonna
soda,
go
just
on,
Oh,
Coke.
you know.
my mom does that.
Oh really?
Incognito.
I don't
mode for this.
understand that though. That makes zero sense
I
to
just
me.
call it soda.
I just call it soda.
Soda, yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I tend to do too.
My mom will be like if someone's going to the gas station, she'll be like, "Okay, give me a Coke," and then
Right.
you say, "What do you want?"
What do you
and she'll
want?
say, "Diet Sunkist," or root beer or whatever.
You know what?
Alex is like the efficiency.
It doesn't make sense. Just say died
You know what?
Sunkist.
Just throw it back on her, and it's like, hey, just get me like a Sprite or something. And it's like, wait, do you actually want a Sprite? It's like, yeah, I want a
Nice.
So
Coke.
she'll get a Sprite, and then
As
be like,
of
"I wanted a
October
root beer."
3rd, 2019, it is not legal in Australia.
Oh snap!
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
But
pretty
it
late.
could be the first country to legalize ecstasy.
Could.
Could.
So no,
Thanks,
So-
Google.
it
Not
is,
yet. I don't know.
In
There's
Alex
not
terms,
something up yet.
say illegal in Uwu.
No.
Alright, hold on.
I've
Department of Health.
exhausted that the bank of.
October 29th, on Department of Health.
Ecstasy is. I can't say ecstasy in that. It
It
is illegal to ecstasy in Australia.
No.
I also didn't want to see our newest subscriber unsub in 5 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna
Follower.
I'm gonna,
Follower. Oh, I'm
Not
sorry.
subscriber.
I'm
We
not
don't
gonna
make
terminology.
money yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Subscribers on YouTube.
It's not yet.
Uh,
Here are the legal drugs: alcohol, caffeine, nicotine, and other prescribed drugs.
Some hard stuff.
So-
They considered caffeine a
illegal
drug?
drugs:
Yeah.
amphetamines, cannabis, ecstasy, and heroin.
Oh.
So is coffee a drug? Is this
Yes.
a drug?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caffeine is a drug.
Hmm.
We're all drugged.
Not me.
We're all
Not me. I haven't
drugged.
had any caffeine today. Wait, no, that's a lie.
A
Oh,
liar
you're-
and a drug.
You're lying about it now?
I'm
straight
you know, like a liar.
raggedy.
Like raggedy. Alex can vouch for it. I had a Coke at lunch.
What kind of Coke?
I like to party, you know.
Yeah.
No, I meant like Sprite, like my
Yeah.
mom, but the way that she says
Coke.
She
Classic.
did a bit
Coca-Cola
reference
classic.
to another thing, and
And you thought I meant cocaine.
you had the ball and you dropped it. Are we ending?
It's
Do I
Nick's
do
actual
cocaine?
room.
Nick, your room is being complimented.
Is it?
The
It's a
stars say
good
no.
podcast room.
Yes. It is totally a studio. Not anything else.
Thank you.
Gosh, it looks so
Thanks.
Yeah, I had the latest addition to it in the center.
Mimikyu.
Ghosties.
Yeah, all the Ghost Boys.
Beautiful.
And then you can't see it, but I also added Will's medal that he gave me, his disc plate that he gave me.
The
of Brooke.
silhouette of
Metal.
Brooke from One Piece.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I added that to the fridge.
Yep.
Yeah, I put a lot of effort and creativity in this room.
It looks great.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think,
We should have an MTV Welcome to My Cribs.
Welcome to my crib.
Did you guys watch that? I loved that show.
I gotta remember to include the camera.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The sex game.
Yes.
No.
The 6 camera.
I want the dragon for my bed. Remember?
The dragon.
The
head.
dragon head.
From Gigabytes.
Um,
We
reason
got some of those color changing lights and a white elephant exchange. I love them.
Yeah, very nice.
yeah.
Oh, the light bulbs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The boobs.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah,
The
you
bo-
got
I thought you said the boobs.
you got the color changing lights
The
too.
bulbs.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I like these as
I
well.
need some.
I wonder how much it changes if I was to do it live.
Sure a bit.
Nah, 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 nah.
Evil.
Green. Oh, blue.
Blue.
You like the blue
It
I like the
matches
green
your
one a lot.
curtains.
and green? There's a pale green.
Whoa.
That's a teal.
Oh.
That's
I liked the
Purple.
Purple.
purple would be good. I
Purple's
also like
nice.
the like Hulk
It
green.
fits the
Pink.
theme.
Fuchsia.
Love pink. Pink's
Yellow?
my favorite.
Yellow.
That just looks too much like a normal light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Boring.
normal light is.
Boring.
And then we strobe.
Oh my god.
Seizures.
We'll rock the Ben Green for now.
Cool.
The Ben Green.
Yes.
The Ben Gay.
Ben Green.
Is there anything else
Baguette.
that anyone else would like to talk about?
I don't think so.
I think we're good.
Or
Are we
would you
doing
like to do
this or that?
Let's do this.
We could either do
oh,
it-
Sam had a good one
Uh-huh.
on one of our YouTube videos. It
Uh-huh.
was, do you prefer in Mario Kart, do you prefer the cars or the motorcycles?
Oh, cars.
Motorcycles.
Cycles.
Depends on the character.
It does. It does.
Okay.
Depends on the
If I'm a
character.
big boy, I'm getting the car.
If I'm a small boy, it's
Well,
motorcycle.
Your favorite character, which do you prefer? Because my favorite character is
Oh.
Dry Bowser, so I'd
Favorite.
pick cars.
My
Right.
favorite's Baby Peach. Shout out to Timmy. But
with the newest Mario Kart, I'm gonna have to go with cars.
they are faster.
In the older,
Does the character size and the car size make a difference? Not really.
Yeah,
Those
it
with their
used to.
weight.
The weight.
The weight
Yeah.
class
Yeah.
is the only thing that matters.
like
Yeah.
it was more prevalent in the other Mario Kart before this one, which the one that was the one I liked the
Mhm.
most, to be honest.
The one that was on Wii, regular Wii.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. Sorry,
Mario
this
Kart
man.
Wii.
And like you can like really just like
what a
lay into
genius
people.
name.
The genius name.
Mhm.
Genius merchandising.
Yes. Wii U, Wii
Wii
U,
U, Wii U.
I played a lot
Are
of.
we gonna have a problem? We gotta switch
Switch
up
it
that
up,
attitude. Wii U, Wii U, Wii U.
I played a lot of Mario Kart on my DS and Double Dash.
Oh yeah.
Until
Double Dash
the
is
My
newest
dad
one.
hates Double Dash.
Ah,
With a
what?
passion.
I love Double
He
Dash.
says, "quote I don't do that two-driver shit."
That
But it's
might
only
be my
one
very
driver, and
favorite.
you switch it up if you want. But it's just
No,
one
he
driver.
said I don't do that two-person shit.
I think Double Dash is my favorite.
Well, given he hated playing Mario Kart with me and Will on the 64 because Will would always save a red shell for my dad right before he crossed the finish line.
That's
And
just
one
a
time
strategy.
he knocked him into a glitch on the Toad Highway, which knocked him over a wall, so he could not finish the race.
I
So
love
that's
that.
why my dad stopped playing with us.
No, that's just a pro speedrun strat, dude.
he literally could not pass the finish line.
So
Have you
great.
seen the
Stuck.
speedruns of that?
I have.
Yes.
That's like an
They're
actual
really
thing.
cool.
Is that like
I
they
like
get
the-
knocked over a wall, so they completely skip the lap.
I like the one where I think it's the
Mhm.
Luigi circuit on 64, you can literally like drive, hit yourself, go off the edge, and go around in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how like the Wario Stadium was.
And Rainbow Road, that one jump.
Oh,
Oh,
that's what separates the men from the boys.
Separates the men from the boys.
We all know that we like attempted it at one point.
Oh yeah, definitely. I always failed.
I
could
miss
never hit it.
glitches.
I could never hit that.
Play Fallout 76.
At Bethesda.
I miss nice glitches.
Yeah.
When glitches actually meant like cool things happen in the game or like a weird cheat code. Back when we had cheat codes.
Yeah.
But now it's all.
Oh, I miss cheat codes.
No.
Yeah, I miss
Cheat
playing
codes.
Madden football with like giant heads.
Have you guys seen the Amazon Alexa thing where you do up, down, left, right,
BA start.
BA start?
Mm.
Oh
What
my
is-
god.
What does it do?
It Alexa like comes on and she's like, oh, what does she say?
I can't remember.
It's she's
It's
essentially
whatever
like,
that cheat is.
yeah. And then she,
It's like
Infinite
blah blah
Lives or
blah
something.
mode activated.
It's
And
the
then she just,
Konami
like,
code.
goes
Is
on.
that what she says?
Yeah, it's the Konami code, but
No,
she
she
doesn't
doesn't
say
say it.
Konami
Oh, okay.
code.
she says like superior Amazon
It's something like that. Yeah,
activated.
Okay.
Something like
So that was
that's all it does.
that. I guess cheat code is like very common and used in a lot of things.
that. Mm-hmm.
They actually back in like I think 2010, I think when League of Legends was first like made. I don't know if you've heard of that game, but
Yes.
it's pretty popular now. Anyways, so when the game was first made, the launcher would sometimes have problems and like it wouldn't technically connect to servers and stuff like that. And like me and my buddy would be like, oh my god, we're like, please just try to. We know the game works. We know our connection's fine. Like just work, right? Because like he'll be playing and I'm like I'm trying to get in type thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, what you had to do was you literally had, like we looked up forums and stuff like that, was you literally had to type in all that on the keyboard.
Oh.
And so I guess that was like an admin privilege or something like that, or something like you're running that. I don't know. It did something to where somehow it just magically just worked.
That's bizarre.
So like out of the 10 times I would try to log on, there'll be like the one time that it would stop me, and then I'll just do that, and then it would log me on.
That's so strange. But cool.
Awesome.
It's cool. And then like eventually like they got a new launcher and they didn't have that problem. But I was just like, in a way, I kind of miss it. Just because like,
Just made you feel cool.
yeah, it's like an extra password.
Did everybody answer? So it's mostly motorcycle.
Motorcycles.
I say car.
I say cart. I
Cart.
actually can't stand the motorcycles.
Motorcycle.
I feel like I don't drift as well on motor, or like I don't get it as much, if that makes sense. Like I think it's all the same,
Deja vu.
but when I drift on a motorcycle, it just doesn't feel the same as when you're drifting on a cart.
I get that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The shoe is the best car.
The shoe?
The shoe is the best car.
I don't think I've seen the shoe.
It's an early unlocked one.
I don't own the game.
Well, you should.
I don't have money. Because I keep buying miniatures and shit.
True.
Fair.
I don't have money, just in general.
Anyway,
Sign off.
yeah, so thank you for joining us on Talking Swibs. It's Spuddles, Wigs, Benjamin, Bay, and Bird of Armies. Ooh, woo. And
Dang it.
you can follow us on all the things and subscribe to us on all the things: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, Reddit.
Twitter?
I think I said
Twitter.
Twitter. If I didn't say Twitter, then Twitter
YouTube.
and
Instagram?
all the things. So
Google.
so go follow us
Tumblr.
and like our things. So we'll talk to you next week.
Oh, and then Reddit.
I said Reddit.
He said it.
Oh,
We need
and
a
then
Tumblr
YouTube.
account.
I said YouTube.
Oh, and Twitch.
Bye.
We need
Bye.
Pinterest. We need a Pinterest.
Goodbye.